Do you have any secrets? I mean, I know that you are Swakopmund base, so you can literally swim that route anytime you feel like, twice a day, if you feel like. But do you have any secrets in terms of preparation for a big competition like that?
So yeah, like I swim like I have rituals actually. So that's my secrets. I swim always the day before the jetty mile, the entire route, on like a 70% speed phase, and how it's called. It helps me just to see what lines to take in the ocean for currents and waves.
Yeah.
And it's also good when I like finish my swim the day before, then I can visualize for the race.
Yeah. Let's talk about open water swimming. I mean, that in itself sounds incredibly scary to someone like me who, well, can't swim. What are the challenges of getting into the ocean and doing that route?
The ocean is always very unpredictable, and you must always like love the ocean and have respect for the ocean is the most important part. You can't just go in there and try to swim because there's currents, like external factors like currents, waves, wind, and even like sometimes like seal, sharks, fishies, everything.
Have you ever found yourself caught in a riptide?
Yes, I did. So the best thing actually to do is, that's a good water safety tip, is the currents and stuff always go circular. So it pulls you out into the deep ocean, and then it pulls you later back towards the beach. So the best way is like to relax and like get pulled out pretty far towards the ocean, and then just swim sideways. Don't swim towards the beach, swim sideways towards the beach. That's the best way to get out of the current.
I don't think anyone is going to remember swim sideways when you're caught in a riptide, because that's a very frightening experience. But I suppose, practice makes perfect.
You can say it like that, yeah.
So how long have you been in love with the ocean, and how long have you been swimming in the open water?
So actually my entire family is like a surfing family. Like I come from a surfing family. So like since I was born, we always been at the beach. We always been at the ocean.
Yeah.
And then with 4, I actually started surfing. And then with 5, I broke my arm.
Yeah.
And that's how I got into swimming.
So you were surfing before you turned 5?
Yes. I couldn't even swim that time. I was just using floaties on my arms and getting pushed into waves by my dad.
All right. Then the arm broke. What and that's when your life changed. Explain to us that process.
So when I was 5, I was a very hyperactive kid, and still am pretty hyperactive. And I walked up like I climbed up like rocks, and I fell on my elbow, and I broke my entire arm through my elbow and lost 15% hand function. And my mom thought like the best physio is to start swimming.
Yeah.
So she cut my cast off, and then I was swimming for 2 weeks, and that's how I also then started swimming my first like gala.
Yeah.
And then my mom and like my other coach that I was training with saw a lot of talent in me.
How effective is swimming as a healing tool, especially for injuries?
I think it's one of the most important like physio type for injuries, because the water, like it's just so dynamic and everything. It's very important.
Yeah, and also that resistance, the water resistance.
Exactly.
It really helps you with your muscle,
and
with your muscle
it doesn't
function.
go onto your joints and your injuries. You don't really feel it. So it's like really good for recovery as well.
Yeah. So a broken elbow is what got you into the water, and from there onwards, this is the path that I'm taking.
Yes, with 12, I already knew I wanted to go to the Olympics one day. And I look up to a lot of like Namibian athletes and people that represented the Olympics, like Freddie Fredericks and like even Gabi Arendts, that was the shooter.
Yes.
And I was like, I want to be one day at the Olympics. Obviously, it's a really massive dream, and not everyone achieves it, but I worked really hard towards it, and if I can achieve it, anyone can achieve it.
So how does one get to the Olympics? I mean, if you could break down that road to the Olympics for me a little bit.
So it's like obviously a lot of hard work. You also have to have a bit of talent, but if you just stay focused and just have goal setting, then anything what you put your mind towards, you can achieve.
It's incredible. I mean, at your age, you are 23, 24. To call yourself an Olympian, that is incredible. Your mother is your coach. Which to me, when I heard that, I think this should be a movie. How does that relationship work?
It's not like, I don't really have like a mom and son relationship. It's like coach and swimmer. So I know my mom more as a coach than as a swimmer.
Yeah.
And also like in the pool when we train, because I train in the pool, not in the ocean. It's always like what happens in the pool stays in the pool. So if I don't swim fast and she throws me with a flipper to swim a bit faster, then I can't hold it against her after the swimming session. So we're very professional in that way. But not everyone can do it, but we were lucky that it worked out really well.
Your friends and your family call you Flippy. Why is that?
So when I was young, because I was like quite good in swimming and I loved the ocean, there's this one cartoon dolphin called Flippy, and my mom started calling me Flippy, and everyone also asked.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's how
Flippy
it
the
got-
dolphin?
Flippy the dolphin.
All
And
right.
that's how I got my name.
All right. So, in terms of speed, would you consider yourself a very fast swimmer or just a very powerful swimmer?
Very powerful and also with talent, just
Yeah.
talent and power. Like I have a lot of speed as well, but my technique isn't the best. So I don't have the cleanest technique, but I swim with a lot of talent and power.
I heard that you might be looking at semi-retirement. What's the deal with that?
Semi-retirement is for me still swimming on and competing, like on the world stage, but also like balancing it out with work life. Because how I'm said, I'm 24 now, and I want to build up my future. I want to have one day a family and kids. I want to have enough like money so I can support my family.
Is there a time limit for a professional swimmer? You know, like with a boxer
Yeah.
and an athlete. Up until which age can a swimmer compete internationally?
So for open water swimming, the best age is from 25 till like 32. So I'm not even I'm only hitting my prime now.
Yes, yes. I mean, and you're only hitting your prime and you're already an Olympian. The world is, well, the ocean is literally your oyster.
Exactly.
Are there plans for you to go into some kind of training or mentorship for young kids or up-and-coming swimmers?
Yes, that's why I wrote a book for the last 3 years secretly, and there's like all my stories, and it's like a very inspiring and motivating book. Imagine like a kid from Swakopmund getting trained by his mom, having a big dream, and then making it to the Olympics on the big stage, the
Yeah.
biggest stage in the world.
Absolutely.
And there's only like 2% of like athletes making it to Olympics from entire 8 billion people we are.
Yeah.
And that book is just a book for everyone, like entire youth, like just showing that like if I can do it, everyone can do it. It's just about having big dreams and chasing those dreams.
I think it's incredible. I'm so happy that you've actually decided to put down your life on paper. Will we be seeing that book anytime soon? Are there plans to have it published?
Yes, so it's gonna go to your editor now, and then hopefully mid next year to end of next year it's gonna be released, because I want to release it before the next Olympics.
And we are going to the next
Yes.
Olympics, and we are going to take the gold.
That's the aim. That's the dream.
aim. That's the aim. All right. Tell me, Philip. So, do you think, in your opinion, you know, when it comes to sport codes in the country, swimming does very well, but it's not the biggest sport code. Is there enough support for swimmers from the fraternity?
It's quite small still, but it's getting there a bit. It's not obviously as big as like cycling and like triathlons and stuff like that, but that's why I'm here now. I'm here. I'm trying to promote open water swimming. That's why I also like that people like tell me, why do you still swim a Jetty Mile? Why do you still compete here in Namibia? And do it like because they like see like how professional I prepare myself for a local event. And I tell them it's like for young kids, for people to see like how fast I am, what level we can be on, and like if with hard work we can all achieve it.
In terms of training, how many hours do you put in a day?
I train 6 hours a day.
Every day?
Yes, 4 hours in the pool, 2 hours in the gym.
I sleep 6 hours a day. And you do your training. You know, we were chatting off air, and you said that every morning you must go for that early morning swim.
Yeah. So because I work now, I go swim already at 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I swim till 6:30. Then I go work
Yeah.
from 7:30 till like 5. And then from 5:30 till like 7:30, I'm in the gym.
Yeah. Any dangers in the ocean that you've encountered? Have you had any injuries in the ocean?
Not really, but like
No
always.
sharks, no.
I saw a few sharks already. But I don't know. They're all vegetarian sharks in Namibia. And I swim faster than the sharks. I'm safe.
No, you can't say that. Did you just say that? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you haven't encountered any injuries in the ocean yet.
I did like at the last, like a jetty mile, like 2 years ago in 2020. I jumped into a sandbank at the start, and that was my proudest moment of my life. Like, so I jumped into the sandbank and like dislocated my shoulder, had a head concussion, and tore a few ligaments and muscles. And yeah, I still raced and finished the race and still won it.
Okay.
And that's why I took last year for the Jetty Mile break, because I got like a stem cell treatment, and it's very new in Namibia, and it actually helped just to like build back my tendon, and now I'm back.
Wow,
I'm back.
incredible. All right, which tide are you swimming towards for the new year, Philip? What can we expect from you for 2023?
2023 is my year of my own success, building up myself, love, happiness, and just chasing my dreams.
Wonderful. What message would you like to give to your fans and your supporters for the new year?
Dream big, and also just follow your dreams, and there's always going to be ups and downs, but there's a light of behind the darkness.
Wonderful, Philip. Thank you very much for coming in and chatting to us this morning. You are such an inspiration, such a breath of fresh air, and I wish you all the best luck with your swimming career.
Thank you so much for having me.
That was Namibian swimmer and Olympian Phillip Seidler speaking to us. He recently, yesterday, won his 9th Jetty Mile title, and he's got his sights set for the very next Olympic Games.